This is how it all started. Wow. A swap of wealth for youth. Emeka always at the bus stop, wishing and praying to become rich. He sees the owner of the hotel and keep wishing to be the man so he can own the man's properties and take his cars. The young man's name is Emeka, is wishing to become Frank. Frank is an entrepreneur with so many businesses, and Frank is wishing to become young again. What an opportunity for Frank to take advantage of the young man. The young man Emeka is now introducing himself to Frank, telling Frank how he's been admiring him, how he's been watching him, and how he wants to become Frank. And he would love to do anything to become rich. That he loves the cars Frank is driving. He's just telling Frank all that he can say. And Frank is now ready to take advantage. As you can see, Frank is interested, and Frank is trying to speak and telling him to come with him to where they can sit and discuss properly. And this is how it all started. Frank is taking him to a more comfortable place where he would have to say and speak to Frank, and Frank will now give him the options that this man might finally want to take or might finally turn it down. Let's see what happens. Emeka said, "Sir, you look so fly." Frank said to Emeka, "Be careful what you wish." Frank said, "Sit down. I have a deal for you." Emeka said, "All I wish for is to be like you and have all the money that you have." This is it. I have a contract that you can sign and you will own everything I have. I own this hotel. I have more than 1 billion in my account. My girlfriend is going to be yours. I will leave you my secretary. She will put you through in every way. Emeka said to Mr. Frank, "No, I don't need your secretary. Please, sir, where is the contract? Let me sign. I can't wait anymore." Frank hands over the contract for him to sign and told him to make sure he reads it properly. Emeka pretended to be reading it and started rejoicing, and then signed the contract and also hands over his check of 1 billion in the account to the young man, Mr. Emeka. The switch is about to happen. Mr. Frank tells him, "Look after the business and take care of yourself, young man." Then Frank said to him, "I will miss my business and my good life." Well, this is what I have always wished for, to be young again. Emeka said to Frank, "Go on, how does this switch happen? I can't wait." Wow, the switch has happened. Wow, Emeka is now jumping and getting excited while Frank is leaving everything behind, leaving his body, but at least He still has his mind intact and all his knowledge to make money. While the young man, Mr. Emeka, has his own mind and no experience, but in Mr. Frank's body. And with Mr. Frank's wealth, now Emeka inexperience with Mr. Frank's body. Let's all see the outcome with the latest billionaire. Is making power moves already, signing checks, drinking. You all don't forget, Mr. Frank don't drink. This is getting interesting. Back at the bar, drinking his profit away. More girls, more checks being issued, promising everything, making further contacts, having a good laugh, making calls, and trying to close deals with no idea, and still drinking. Gets angry with the driver for coming late. And slapping him. Wow. CEO calls the driver back, writes a check and dismissed him of his job. More outing with different girls, slaps his minder, wow, for not cleaning his car properly. This is getting out of hand. Definitely getting out of hand. Here is Mr. Frank in Emeka's body, making power moves with boys that are surprised with his changes, telling them how to make money and giving them instructions of where and how to move to get returns. And now thinking of how to become rich again in a young man's body. It's all looking good as he goes in to buying and selling of property. Here is Emeka in Mr. Frank's body, once again having fun, always out spending money. Going to expensive places, changing cars and women. While Mr. Frank in Emeka's body is buying into new properties and closing deals, happy with him and himself, making more plans. Oh, look at this. This is what I'm thinking about. If it's what I'm thinking about, look, something is wrong. At this, he has lost everything. Can you see him with no shoes on? He has been kidnapped for 2 weeks and used all his wealth for his own ransom. From what I just gathered, one of his many girlfriends set him up and they took everything away from him. Oh, this is done for. I don't think he can come back from this. How? This is sad. The moral of this short podcast is don't trade your youth for wealth. Emeka is stuck in an old man's body. This is Upfront and Statistics. Word.